3 years ago, there wasn't ECTA or the Claremont Bollywood Dance Company. But there is a particular history to their existence. First, there was one. And then, there was two. And the rest is history.
Operation Find a South Asian.
Codename Mission Samosa.
Jessica, UIB, sighted, 3 o'clock.
Nikki, what's a UIB?
Dude, an unidentified brown. Anyways, pants, high above the waist. Ankles, exposed. Hair, luscious. Looks like it could be coconut oil.
Looks like a prime recruit. Move in.
Those are the good old days, you know? When we could creep, and it was our job. Like, officially our job, and it was okay. But now we're an official organization, and it's kind of weird if we do that, because they would see it coming. But anyways, I'm glad it happened.
I mean, in some ways, the jig is up. In some ways, also, this demonstration was no exaggeration. Building a South Asian community on this campus took real work. A big part of this project was starting Sanskriti. It began with a simple but grand idea, to bring a cultural celebration to the Claremont community. And 3 years later, at the front of Big Bridges, with over 100 individual performers standing backstage behind us, we are proud mamas. From recruitment to choreography, bookings to scheduling, advertising to acting to videography to editing to outreach to design, the production of Sanskriti is entirely student-driven.
We are so proud of and inspired by the tireless team that worked to put this entire production together. A few special acknowledgements are in order. To brilliant, generous, and ever-patient Albert Chang for the recording, direction, and production of the incredible trailers that made this truly a Bollywood production that brought you all to this auditorium. Thank you, Albert. And also to the Big Bridges team, Sharon, Kurt, Matt, John, Janelle, Jason, Justin, and Hatter for their time and patience in dealing with our novice production. There was a lot of time and patience. To the Pomona Events Committee for being, for the past 3 years, such generous contributors to our efforts and our biggest campus supporters and co-sponsors.
To the entire Bollywood team that busted their butts to put these acts on stage, but especially to Anshu Shah, Sanjana Singh, Kevin Amarjanian, Parth Patel, Tejal Angolkar, Nidhi Gandhi, Sanjana Rao, Sangeet Mitra, and Victor Bhattacharya for the absurd number of hours they poured into the terribly tedious and mundane tasks it took to get to today. You all are superstars. A special thank you to my Bollywood co-president and dear friend, Prachi Bantia, for her tireless, let's give it up for Prachi, for her tireless energy and contribution across all categories of tasks. This show is not possible without her. And finally, and most importantly of all, thank you to the real big boss of this production. I don't know where she's sitting, but she's somewhere out there. A most important and special thank you to my mom, the woman who, every single weekend of my childhood, spent at least 2 hours driving me to the Indian Community Center so that I would grow up in touch with my cultural roots. The woman who pushed me into Bollywood dance lessons at age 4, despite my childish hysterical protests. And the woman who, this past month, has let me charge hundreds of dollars of Bollywood costumes to her credit cards. I promise, Mom, those reimbursements are coming.
So thank you, everyone who's helped make this show such a success.